Okay. Oh, it's been a bit of a... yeah. That's all right. I'm just going through a few... There we go. Woo! I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a bit of a hectic morning here. There we go. I see Becky's already here. She's anxious to go. You got to get the RIDGID in there. Perfect. How's that? It's 11 o'clock on a Thursday. We usually do this Sundays, but when RIDGID is your guest, you do. There we go. Hang on. You do what RIDGID wants. I usually spend a couple of minutes setting up the camera, but I literally just got in from doing a job. There's RIDGID right there. And walked up here 2 minutes ago. There we go. We'll let the internet goblins do their thing. Oh,
Hey.
Look at how professional you guys all look. You've been sitting there for like 15 minutes all ready to roll.
30 seconds, Bob.
30 seconds. Wow, you look fantastic for 30 seconds. Nice job.
Live from the newsroom, I said.
Hi from the newsroom.
No, live from the newsroom. That's how we do.
Oh, live from the newsroom.
So we're coming in.
Is that like a special room in the inner sanctum of the RIDGID headquarters?
You know it.
I do know it.
Private room you have keys to.
You did say that you were going to book it, so I assume it's like a lawyer's office where you're like, listen, we're going to cordon this off for some high level negotiations, right?
You know how we roll, Bob.
I do. Actually, let me grab my headphones. I'll be 2 seconds.
All right. Here, you did a job this morning.
He's always on it. It's not surprising.
I want to move on.
How's that? Is that better?
It's the
Yeah,
same.
you sound clear.
Listen,
Can you hear us?
doesn't
okay?
matter. I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We moved the camera away. Otherwise, we were literally going to be like sitting on each other's laps. So.
Well, why don't you introduce who's here? Who are you with? Why don't you introduce yourself,
Yeah.
Becky? I know you.
Yep, Michael Provenzano here. I'm the director of marketing for our press tool category.
Nice.
And I'm Jeff Albertini, the director of marketing for our underground technology. So everything with our drain cleaning and cameras.
So you're like the ultimate trifecta marketing team,
You know it. You nailed it, Bob.
right?
I'm Becky
I
Brotherton.
killed it.
I'm the director of customer engagement on the marketing group side and manage our social, our PR, a lot of our outreach programs, trade shows. I've seen a lot of you guys and gals at shows and events, RIDGID Experience. That's my baby.
Yes.
Yes, there's a bunch of fun work I do. A lot of my friends ask, do you actually have a job? They think I'm always out having a good time, which is true. I love what I do.
Good mix.
And I put these two to work all the time. When I call them, they know what they're getting signed up to do.
It's true. We do a lot of work in the hospitality business. So the marketing team is the crucial. They're at all the golf tournaments. They're the ones that are handing out all the prizes, all the beer. And I have asked them, do you actually work? Like, you have no idea how much work it actually is. Yeah. Behind the scenes, on the day of, it looks like we're having a great time, but that's because you're well planned and you know what you're doing, right?
I appreciate that. It is a lot of fun, but we have a ton of fun with our customers. Our customers are obviously super passionate, like people like you, so it makes it that much better.
Makes it easy.
Speaking of
all right, Becky.
Marketing, I love your backdrop there. I see.
Do you see it?
Well, you have a RIDGID chair too, right?
Yeah, I do. Oh, yep.
Filmmaker chair.
I know you're like
You literally, you asked me if there was some tool that I didn't have, and I honestly can't think of a tool that I don't, or a piece of merchandise that I don't own.
that's awesome. Yeah, no,
It's awesome.
I touched on Mark Nelligan, which as everyone knows, he's one of our tenured territory managers up in Canada, and also Bob's territory manager, and he said the same thing. And I'm like, that's,
Me and Mark go back I think I had Mark out at my place when the first couple of years I bought it. So I've known Mark for almost 20 years now.
Wow.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
we're big fans of Mark. He told me to tell you he needs he's out of honey actually. Are you still doing the bees?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a big year for the bees this year. Yeah.
He said
It's kind of,
he's got the handout looking for it.
You can send
listen,
some.
I've come to Mark with my hands out many, many times, and he has willingly filled them. So I have no choice but to return the favor as often as he requests it. So, and he's not even on this because he doesn't even have social media. Why don't you talk to him about that, Becky?
I did.
Like, he's not on LinkedIn or anything.
Yeah, he said to send him the link after it's recorded. So
What was his direct quote? I'm too old school.
he said he's too old school. Yeah.
No, he's just too old. That's the problem. Just old. Anyway, so tell me, I know we have some questions that we want to get to, but I want to throw a couple of them at you, just that have come to my mind. How long have you been at RIDGID, Becky, and why?
Okay, so I have been here for 7 years, which went super fast. And I really am passionate about our brand. So we are not just RIDGID, we're actually Greenly as well. So we have,
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's just recent, though, isn't it?
2018.
Like officially?
2018.
Yeah.
So that's part of our portfolio. We have professional tools, which is RIDGID, Greenly, and UPress. So you're probably familiar with Klocka too, which is a big European brand for pressing. So those are the 3 brands under the portfolio. But yeah, I've been here for 7 years, and it's gone super fast. I really enjoy it, and why I'm still here. I mean, I just told you what I do. Who would want to leave that gig, right? I have a lot of fun and passion for what I do, and not just with end users, but also internally, our teams, even just the offices and the plant. I have a good time internally, and also with like editors. I work a lot with editors on a PR front. It's really enjoyable and fulfilling. I had been in the plumbing industry my entire career, though. So actually, before coming to RIDGID, I worked on the plumbing wholesale side at Moen, the faucet manufacturer. I was there for 8 years.
Okay.
So leaving Moen and coming here was a simple transition for me, and I really enjoy people like you and what you do. And it's made a really good career for myself. I made a really good career for myself, and really appreciate RIDGID and Greenly and the brands that we support.
That's awesome. How do you get there? Like, did you go to school? Like, did you say I want to go into marketing as you graduated high school and said I want to be a marketing executive?
So
or what?
I've always have had like a salesy side to just my personality. My dad owned his own sales rep company. He worked primarily on the side, and he did a lot with like Ford and GM and Delphi. And I have done sales calls with him I remember being probably 11 or 12, like hanging out in his office. He would work on the weekends sometimes. And I had to get really good at negotiating at home. My sister
With your father, you mean?
No, I'm sorry. My sister and I were super competitive, but I learned the competitive skill, negotiating skill from my dad. But just because of that nature of being, I guess, raised around my father being in sales, and then my sister and I being competitive, I really like kind of the sales marketing side of business. When it comes to analytics or budget, don't want to be part of those conversations. I never have gravitated to that. So yeah, and like going to college, I went to Bowling Green, which is a huge hockey school. I don't know if you know that. But,
It is.
Yeah.
I know exactly where Bowling Green is.
Yes. Huge hockey team. They're pretty successful in the
Go Falcons.
Yeah, he went there too.
Oh, nice.
But I went to school for marketing, and yeah, like I applied myself. I did a bunch of co-ops and internships, actually 5 of them, and applied my skill sets to those, and really networked a ton. And every network opportunity I had really landed me that next internship or landed me that next role. So a lot of my career has been based on that. And you know, some people say you're lucky with the brands that I work with, or you know, we are such a powerful brand, and being in a marketing role with this brand is fun. I mean, a lot of the fun that comes with it would be like the hard work, right?
Yeah.
We can't sleep in this role. This is a very powerful brand that we have to defend. And I do that, and I take it very seriously, but you know, it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen by luck. So a lot of even managers I have had or have now, our executive team here with Professional Tools, super supportive, and they love fresh ideas. And really, we embrace change, and you know, it's okay if you fail. Like, what did you learn from it? So, just that entire thought process we have here has really brought me to the next level for my career, my experiences.
That is fantastic. I love what you've said, that it's not like you're not lucky. There's nothing about people that are successful that really comes down to luck. It's like you said, it's hard work, it's dedication, it's applying yourself, it's looking for those opportunities, and then making the most of those when they arrive, right? So,
Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you
For
Bob.
being as lucky as you are, Becky.
Thank you.
Okay, one last one for Becky, and then we'll bring in the boys, because you're kind of sitting there like God himself. You got the left hand and the right hand, but you're in the middle, so that's what we're going to focus on. So, you said, you know, working for RIDGID is awesome and a challenge, and you have to defend and expand the borders at the exact same time, which is sort of the words that we use with my boys in our own business. Is you want to make sure that you're acquiring and defending at the same time. But RIDGID, as you alluded to, is a pretty big boat. And so what do you think what is that to work with? Like you obviously have ideas on how things should go. How difficult is that? And what do you think that from concept to actual a marketing plan that's seen by somebody like me, is the turnaround on that?
So I can speak to at least like the concept to bringing something around in terms of like a product development cycle, and really it ends obviously on the complexity of the product. If we start dealing with, you know, electronics and circuit boards and motors versus like some of our hand tools that don't, you know, have those types of components, you can turn things around in a year's time and have an idea and have it, you know, in the market. When you start adding the motors, the electronics, where you start getting into the detailed agency certifications and the stringent, you know, process that we take our products through, that can extend it out a little bit more. I think our average cycle, because a lot of our products that we work on are the more complex in nature, and those are running roughly 2 years. And you know, it depends. Some are a little faster, some a little slower. When you get those those circuit boards and everything going on in the world the last couple of years has certainly shortened those timelines. But we're always, you know, as Becky said, you know, we're pushed to innovate, find these ideas. If we're not succeeding at first, we're, you know, challenged to figure out another solution and make it work. And we always find a way, and we commit that to, you know, making our end users more productive across all of our business segments.
Yeah, and all of our new products start with our end users. So we're out on the job sites all the time, meeting with individuals that are using our products and identifying what their pain points are, and how we can develop new solutions for our customers. And we were talking about how powerful the brand is, and that becomes really important as we look at development too. We have to be sure that we meet our customers' expectations. And to do that, we need to understand exactly what they want and put our tools through a ton of testing before we actually bring those products to market. And that's what really leads to the quality that you see within the RIDGID products.
Go ahead. What?
I was going to add on to that from a marketing perspective. I think they hit the nail on the head on the product perspective, but from a MarCom perspective and marketing communications and messaging, we have to be very agile and be able to pivot quick, depending on trends and also messaging. I mean, obviously, everything starts with you and your peers and end user, like what is important to you, pulling out features and benefits of the products that they're launching, what hits you and what makes the most sense to you. So we do a lot of messaging, like A/B testing to make sure like what makes sense, making sure our marketing dollar is working hard for us, and that we're really reaching the right people at the right time. And then when I say pivot, I mean, I think of like COVID in 2020, something that we really love and enjoy, and all of us here at Professional Tools, is we love the one-on-one customer interactions we have. So I know I've met you at WET before. That's one of many shows that we have, and we have lots of events where not only are we introducing new products to our end users, but also building relationships and showing not just new products, but legacy products that we're proud of that have been around for years. And with COVID happening, we had to think fast, and yet we wanted to keep those relationships being built and get new products in front of our end users. So we did launch like an event called Job Site Live, which was a virtual event series that we do just like this on Instagram Live. You probably have seen these two a few times doing that. But, that's really just, I mean, I would say like from my team compared to what they do, I feel like we move a lot quicker because we have to when it comes to messaging and trends, especially social media and how social media can change overnight.
You're right. The turnaround time or the reactivity of the market is unparalleled over the last decade, right? Like it's like what you guys have to do. I mean, the meetings that you guys must have to stay in front of that curve are obviously vital and probably never the same.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we integrate new technology into all of our products with our, RIDGID Link and Bluetooth, and it becomes even more important for us to stay out ahead of those trends, because we're not thinking 1-2 years in advance. Now we're thinking 5-10 years in advance. How is this going to function on this tool when we are 10 years from now?
Yeah. Well, you mentioned legacy, and maybe we'll use that as our first trivia question. Well, first off, how long has RIDGID been around, if you know? And then
that's not a trivia question though, is it? You want me to answer that?
I know it isn't. No, it's not. The follow-up to that is, when did you guys get into drain cleaning?
Okay, so I will answer the first question, and then we'll go through the trivia, and then you got to tell everybody what they did.
I got to tell them what they're winning?
Yeah, there's prizes.
Listen, I told everybody at the beginning there's prizes. There's there's prizes. There's prizes. Okay. There's some sick RIDGID prizes that are on the table, along with some Baker swag that we'll figure out how to get those all to you. But there's going to be 2 trivia questions. Becky's going to tell us the history of when RIDGID started, and then she's going to throw in the answer, which you have to DM to me.
Okay.
And the first one is, when did drain cleaning start? And then we'll bring in Mike for the press one.
All right. So RIDGID was founded in 1923, which means we are 1 year away from embarking on our 100-year anniversary, and we are so excited. 99 years young.
That's awesome.
Yes, we are super proud. Super proud.
Yeah.
Talking about marketing meetings, we have a ton up our sleeve. So we have a huge we have our national sales meeting that happens every October. Your buddy Mark will be there. And one of our big themes this year for that will be the kickoff of it, since it's internally, and get everybody jazzed and excited and roll out our plan for our 100 years. And then starting in January, you'll see everything come to life, and we'll be celebrating all 12 months. It will be a fun time.
12 months of RIDGID. I can hardly wait.
Me too.
I'll be texting Mark like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably you, Becky, just so you know.
All right. Thanks for morning.
All right. Who's got the answer to when did RIDGID get, let's start off with a trivia question. When did you guys get into drain cleaning, and what was your first tool?
So
who wants that?
Do you want me to answer that now, or do you need people to send replies?
Everybody pay attention. There's how many people are on here? I don't know. Oh, I actually have a question. Hang on a second. Okay. We'll get to that one in a second. All right. So when did you guys start drain cleaning? That's the answer that I need for the RIDGID and Baker Swag Pack #1.
And the answer is...
The answer is...
67.
1967. I was not even on this planet when that happened.
Yep.
Which
a long time. Neither was I. Here too.
makes me feel better. And what was your first tool?
So we had the K1500. Has still been around since the first day, and we've had
very first one
and modifications since then. But that has been around since the onset, and as well as a couple other of the sectionals, and we eventually got into the drum machines a little bit after that. But it all started with those. So it's been a long time.
Awesome.
We'll continue to be there.
We have one question. What is your highest or best-selling machine? You know?
So we have, I mean, it depends how you look at it in terms of, like units, some of the hand.
I don't want the accounting answer. I don't want like the metric of this and whatever. What's your best-selling machine?
I'm trying to think of a way to answer it. There's many ways to answer it because we sell so many of some smaller ones.
Just what's the big dog?
The big dog, probably the K400, just in terms of how much volume is out there. So that one is probably the biggest because of the lower price point. So gets a lot more people to buy it, and that fills up the market really nice for us. So we've had that for a long time and have built a couple iterations of that, and it performs well across really the whole globe for us.
Nice. That's true. Like you guys are global, right? Like there's RIDGID Russia. Yeah. There's RIDGID Europe. Like that's like, I guess, I mean, that when I think of my own little world, like you guys have to, encompass the entire globe and have to react to whatever those, whatever's happening in those markets. Do you guys, maybe also, you can't, go ahead.
We have strong counterparts all over. So like, there's a marketing department in Europe. So they can be reactionary to trends that maybe we don't see and vice versa. And same thing with product, based on compliance of that certain country, that may not mirror what we see in the States. Even like measurements are different. So even though we are global, we do have like a very specialized, like regionalized effort that happens as well. But we are all in sync, but there's also some differences as well.
Do they, I mean, do they all go through you, or is like the corporate chart, is it Becky Brotherton and then everybody answers to Becky?
This is him. No, it's not like that. So each there's his own org chart, and then we actually have our global RIDGID and Greenling, which is Professional Tools president, that sits out of Elyria. His Craig Sumner, and we have each group leader reports into him. So there are there's a bunch of synergies, and we are well connected. But like for instance, like for our marketing, I'll give a marketing example. Maybe you guys can give an example too. the Europe channel, Europe social media, they want to start a TikTok. That does have to come through North America marketing first for a review, and then it has to go through a few different levels. But it does start here only because our global headquarters are in Elyria. So a lot of things like a lot of checks and balances happen here. Not that we're always going to like stop it. It's more making sure that we're all on the same page. Does this make sense for our customer? And then that way, from an outsider, you like an end user looking in, we want to make sure that we're all in sync and marching towards the same goals.
Yeah, no, you can't have guys going rogue, right? So, because you're so big.
I mean, we have, brand guidelines and all that. That all sits out of Elyria. Things that would make your head spin, but only a marketer can really appreciate. But, how our logo can be, how big can the gap be between, this logo.
Yeah.
All of that is monitored very closely.
Yeah. And it would have to, just to, like you said, to ensure the integrity of the brand and defend, like, whatever we want to call them, copycats or nefarious individuals.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. Should we do trivia question number 2?
We shall.
Yeah.
When did RIDGID start the pressing tech? Oh, there it is.
Oh, you can't even
Is that the 3 RP 351?
How'd you know?
It is.
I'm in marketing. That's why.
Are you looking for a job?
No, I'm not. Send me a message on LinkedIn and offer me a job there, Becky. How about that?
Done. Fired.
Oh, okay. Mike, you're up. Tell us about press.
Well, we were just.
We got to answer the question first. When did you start?
19...
Somebody already answered it on the thing.
Oh.
Whoa. So.
When did pressing get introduced in North America, or when did he start here?
No. When did pressing start in North America? The trivia question.
Yeah, 1999. We
1999.
Giga to bring the technology to North America. So we were just talking about working with global counterparts. I think that's a great example of where we were working with our global counterparts in Europe. They recognized the press technology, which actually started in the late 80s over there.
Yeah.
We recognized the value of it and the potential for that technology within North America and other regions. And that's when we partnered up with them to bring this technology to North America.
And it's gone crazy.
Yep.
And I mean that. I mean, it's a bit crazy. Like you guys and this is my old school mentality. Like you guys sell jaws and tools specifically for like PEX, right?
Yeah. PEX, copper, stainless, carbon steel.
I'm from the day when we had those big scissor ones where you had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to press those stupid things.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you had asked about that first tool. I don't know if many people would recognize the first tool in pressing.
I have it.
Press tool. It looks so very.
It's
different.
right down here.
You have one?
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
have one.
You have one in
The
this room.
CT400.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that's when I first started weightlifting. Was using that stupid tool.
that will build some muscle mass quickly. That's for sure.
It will. Do you know how much it weighs?
I don't know off the top of my head, but we had to build a cage around it just in case it fell because it was so heavy.
I know you did. It's got to be 50 pounds plus. Sticking that thing over your head. Whew.
Now you can appreciate today's tool, right?
I'm a broken record. I tell my kids, my 2 boys, every single day when they pull out the close quarter. You know the name of it. I don't know the name of it. The jaw set. Yeah, with their. We just did one in a restaurant the other day that's behind 8 pieces of pipe and ridiculous. And if I had taken a torch to it, which I would have had to 20 years ago, I would have, burned half the wall down. And they were done in like 17 minutes. And it's, I'm like, you guys have no idea why I have track marks on my arms from solder. I know.
It definitely makes things a little easier. So your CT400, does that still run?
It still runs. The first time that my boys pressed, I made them use that machine.
Yeah. We hear it all the time that people still have them, and those things just won't quit.
Well, obviously, you guys, your brand is fantastic. I mean, I bought a camera from you guys when it was I had the VHS one, and then upgraded it to the DVD. I don't know when those things came out, but it still works with 3 or 4 visits to the service shop, because the people that use them are morons, mainly me, and break them. But anybody that if you buy a tool and it lasts you 20 plus years, I don't know how you can go wrong.
Yeah, can't beat it.
Which speaks to the brand that you guys bring to the table for sure.
Yeah,
we love those stories.
Yeah, well, there must be thousands of them.
Millions, Bob.
Yeah. You have an easy job, Becky. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Oh, I think we're getting disconnected.
So tell us how wet was.
Wet was awesome. So Michael was not there. Jeff was there. So obviously it's geared more towards the drain cleaning camera angle. But pressing, we started bringing the pressing tools there a few years ago, and it's getting quite a bit of traction now too. But wet. So people that don't know what wet is, it's a wastewater equipment transport and trucking show, and it's every February in Indianapolis, and it's a great show for us. It's this year they had roughly 14,000 attendees, which was refreshing. People wanted to get back in person. So just a few short weeks before that, we went to AHR, air conditioning, heating, refrigeration, which that's one of more Michael's show with pressing. I think that north of 25,000 people at AHR, and then wet had a little bit more than 14,000. But it was a lot of energy. I don't know if you followed along on social, but we were trying to bring the show to life for people that weren't able to attend. But we had a fantastic week. Lots of people stopping by, a lot of relationships built. Lots of interest in the new APX camera that we just launched. And then I don't know if you saw it, but we are getting into the patching game. So we debuted that at Wet. So that was a showstopper. Literally, people just stopped, and big swarms of people. So it was a really good week for us. That's one of the shows that we look forward to every year. I'm not much of a show guy, but we did meet at whenever that was, 2019, before the world closed for a couple of years. Is it 18? It could have been, yeah.
I don't even know. It was awesome. I had a great time, and look forward to the next time that my country lets me out of my borders. But
I know you had intentions on coming, so we look forward to you returning back to.
I'll be back. The king will return. Don't worry about that.
There we go.
We will be waiting for your entry.
I did want to talk about that quickly, which is probably in Jeff's field. I mean, you guys brought out the Flex Shaft 2017, I want to say.
2019.
19?
Yeah.
And so I'll go out on the limb and say that I had the first one in Western Canada anyway. Never have.
Period.
First one in North America, if I recall the post.
I think it was pretty. I didn't want to go that bold, but it was like I stole it from Mark.
Since when?
Yeah, where's the bomb that we know? We know what you did. You were on the back of Mark's.
I know. Yeah, that's how I work with. I work in shades of gray. That's what plumbing is. So I made it happen. Anyway, it's been a fantastic machine. We've never had any issues with it. I know that there's been some. If you use it for what it's intended for, it works fantastic. But I did find out just like 4 months ago that you guys now have the brushes for it, and we just used it on a, which I haven't posted yet, but we will. We just used it on a job the other day to restore some cast iron pipe. We didn't use your patch system. Is that proprietary to you, or are you guys partnering with somebody on that? Your patching stuff?
Yeah, we have a partner, but it's proprietary to us. So we have an exclusivity on what we're selling. So it'll one like it that's out in the market with RIDGID's name on it.
Yeah, nice.
No, it has not launched yet, so not until July.
Right. But you guys, I literally have the brushes. Like, you guys are getting that stuff out there, yes?
Yeah. We started selling the brushes, I think a little over a year ago, that we launched those. So that fits with all the existing flex shaft models. So the 102 and 204 have their own size brushes, as well as the 306. So anywhere from 1.25 inches up to 6 inch across the whole range. And then we also had released the penetrating heads. So I don't know if you got a chance to see those as well.
That has not made it to Canada yet. I had to make my own. I won't show you because I'll probably get sued.
That sounds
Mark, when Mark listens to this, Mark, you've let me down. I don't have a penetrating head for my thing yet, so I had to make my own.
We can fix that. So, which one?
That's the one tool I don't have, Becky.
I knew we'd find one. It's fine, Bob.
That's just a little exception. You got the tool. That's the main thing. So
I got the tool. And like you say, I can adapt to make things work.
Which flex shafts are you running?
We have the two smaller ones. So we have the 204, which is the 204 is the first one that I stole, bought, whatever. And then we have the, was it the 102? I'm not really good with, that's where you better check my resume before you hire me, Becky, because I'm not super good with the model numbers. It's, it's the middle one and the smaller one. I don't have the one that,
it's all good.
I don't have the one that I need a frickin' flat deck to drive around with, the 306 or whatever it is.
The flex shafts, we tried to make it easy. That's the model numbers are their pipe capacity. So
I know that, and I still.
All right.
It took me like 3 months to go, oh, it's the pipe sizes that they do. I should be able to remember that, but no. Not so much. So where are you guys, here's one for Mike. Where are you guys going with press? Like, are you guys maxed out? Is there anything left to press?
There's always going to be more things to press. So actually you've got
PEX, you've got copper, you've got steel, you got stainless steel now. What else is there?
Well, we're working on
do you guys do, maybe I shouldn't, do you guys do the refrigeration? Probably not.
We've got our strut. We do work with RLS, so rapid locking system. I'm sorry?
It's a little choppy.
Yeah, it's getting choppy.
It's a little choppy, yeah. Becky, get off your phone.
So, I think we're getting better now. I think everything's coming through more clearly. But yeah, so we can cut strut with our strut slayer. We can cut soil pipe with our press snap soil pipe cutter. We do work with RLS, rapid locking systems. They manufacture press fittings for refrigeration. So we do make jaws for them, and they sell those to the market as well. They work with our tools. What's amazing, the last 3 years, we've launched 3 new tools. So we've launched an entire standard tool lineup. So our RP350 standard pistol grip press tool launched in 2020. And that came out with rave reviews. Everybody loved it. So we launched an inline version here last fall with the RP351. Really where I see
that's my favorite. Stop using the pistol grips. Stop making the pistol grips.
I love the inline for smaller things. Once you get,
I do too.
I'm not as big as you. I don't have the muscles, and I need the lighter. Yeah, so the pistol grip for me is a little easier in that standard space. But there's always different areas where we can go with this, and what we're really focusing is making press tools more accessible, so that you don't have to break out the torch as often as you may have in the past. And you referenced our close quarter jaws with these new standard tools. First, they've got a brushless motor. They do over 100,000 cycles. But what people have been saying they love most is the 360-degree endless swivel to really get into those tight spaces, especially when you work in conjunction with those swivel rings and actuators that you referenced previously.
Yeah. They're all, like you say, I don't know there's a situation where you can't use that stuff. It's fantastic. I love it, where it's going. Any insights onto where it's going next? Come on, give us something.
We're always
Becky's just smiling. She knows something, but she won't say.
We're always working on we're always working on things. I can tell you that we've got a really nice pipeline of new products to come within the pressing category. Some will come sooner rather than later. And, you know, our goal is just to make everything more accessible. So we're excited. You know, we'll be excited to launch a few things here coming up.
He's shaking his head.
You should run for politics, man. That's an awesome answer. That's an awesome non-answer. We got a lot of stuff coming down. Don't worry about it. You're gonna love it.
It's the best we can do at this point. We can't tell the world just yet. You know, when we get to that point, Becky and her team will do a wonderful job teasing everything for a little while, and then you'll see it all.
You know, one of the biggest signs of misdirection and, you know, covert conversations is when you drink your water while you're giving the answer. Because your own body knows you're lying, so you got to keep it. Look it up, man. It's a CIA tactic. You should check it out.
That's awesome.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to chat about? Becky, you're the ringleader.
What?
You're the ringleader.
You're the ringleader.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't know if I'm the ringleader. Let's talk RIDGID experience.
Let's talk about RIDGID experience.
RIDGID experience.
Who have you got coming? Have they all been announced?
No. Week after next, it will be announced. So end of May. Stay tuned.
No, but you got your special guests all announced, don't you?
Have our guests. So we have guests and we have winners. I think sometimes I
yeah.
Confused. So we have the 3 guests this year. We have George the plumber.
Good guy.
Know him. I think he's probably you two have been on live before. You have Linda. Love her. Yeah. She is our actually PHCC Ohio president. So yeah, Linda, and then we have Alan.
He's awesome.
Out of Chicago. Captain or Coach Alan, people call him. He's great, and so we have a really good group.
It's Coach Carlson, Becky. Coach Carlson.
What did I say? Coach Allen?
Coach Allen.
Oh,
Coach Allen.
Well, I call him Coach Allen, and he hasn't corrected me, so it's Coach Allen.
He's more polite than I am.
What?
He's more polite than I am.
Who has a better beard, you or Alan?
Me. Obviously. Like, if you want to go, like, there's as everything in marketing, Becky, it's all nuance. So if you're going for the answers, if you're going for length, then Alan. If you're going for style and the ability to bring in the ladies, then it's mine.
Very tired. I mean, you know the selling points.
Body language.
Yes. Hired. I don't need to. Okay, so RIDGID experience. We have the 3 guests coming. I think it's a great mix of the 3 of them already. And then week after we announced the 5 winners, and that will be announced through our social channels and our email program. So that will be August 3rd through the 5th here in Elyria. It'll be our 5th one, and it's really gives everybody like a sneak peek of our headquarters. They get to make an iconic wrench on our plant floor, which is awesome. I don't know if you caught Eric's video with Mechanical Hub of how the wrench was made. We brought him to Uric. He saw the foundry, our Uric plant, which is just 2 hours east of here, came back the next day and behind the scenes in Elyria, and he made his own wrench, the same thing the winners will be able to do. And we do a lot of behind the scenes sneak peek of what's coming, and also feedback from these end users on, okay, what would you prefer, this or this, or just getting their feedback and blessings on some move forward strategy. So it's really fun, not just for us, but it's a great experience for them because they play such a critical part in some of our new product development. So that's fun. And then we end with a Major League Baseball game that Thursday, and then Friday we're doing a Top Golf tournament. So it should be really
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll just say, I mean, I think that's how you guys, in fact, I introduced myself to you guys way back when is by saying that we had won the RIDGID experience, which was true, but it was the Canadian one with Mark.
Yeah.
And we had not connected on social media yet, so you had to tell Mark to tell me to stop being a moron and telling people that we had won.
Yeah, you did. You kind of ruffled my feathers. I'm like, it's not the experience. Mark's like, I don't understand. I'm like, it's not the experience. So then he's like, well, it's like the ultimate giveaway. I'm like, okay, let's call it the ultimate giveaway. So you know what? You're not hired.
Clear nomenclature.
You're not hired.
So I can say I do have a custom RIDGID wrench in my office with my name on it from the RIDGID factory. We sent my oldest son Isaiah out there. He went to the baseball game, and I think you guys did. Wasn't it race car driving? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah,
I think that's what he did.
They went to Mid Ohio, which is I think like an hour from here, and did some race car driving. So
Yeah. Had a great experience. Honestly, he loved it. Speaks highly of it still, and so it's a wonderful opportunity. I suspect the deadline's passed to enter, but if they haven't entered, I would tell them.
Deadline is
again.
passed, but you can always enter next year's, and
That's why I'm not part of marketing, Becky.
The red carpet treatment. Like we really enjoy giving these people the red carpet treatment for 3 days that they are not used to experiencing, and just elevating the trade. That's something we're super passionate about. So just, it's just a few short days. I wish it was longer, but I feel like all of you deserve way more than just that. But it's fun to highlight these individuals, and then each group kind of has like their own class, like the class of 18, the class of 19, and like they all form this brotherhood, sisterhood kind of connection, and it's great. I mean, you've seen it like at the wet that you were at, and they all kind of now travel together, and it's been fun to watch and grow.
No, though I'll agree with you 100% that those experiences that you guys as a company are able to provide, for lack of a better term, provide core lifelong memory. So kudos to you for doing it. I think it's awesome, and like I say, Isaiah had just an excellent time, even though it wasn't the official one. Yeah. But it was still on.
Which son you were sending? How did that go?
How did I pick which son?
Yeah, like your favorite.
I picked my favorite. No, he was the oldest. That's just how it goes. You got there's a hierarchy to it all. So you're like, okay, well, you're the oldest, so off you go. Have a good time. So we do once things start opening up again. We do plan on doing some traveling around there. So we'll have Pete come and make an unannounced visit.
You might accidentally pop area. You're saying?
Yeah.
All right, maybe you can accidentally let me know.
Well, I will, but as you know, Becky, I'm terrible with the intimate details of stuff.
I know.
And so,
moved 5 times. I'm like, what are we doing? That's not how we
I clearly
work. We live off our.
I want everybody to know that Becky had to dye her hair for this specific thing because I gave her gray hair because she's like, no, it's Thursday. And then I'm like, okay, Thursday at 3. She's like, no. I don't even know what she called me, but she called me names under her breath, without a doubt, which I'm fine with. I don't even feel bad.
Let's make that trivia number 3. What names did I call Bob? DM him.
Some good ones.
Screenshot the answers.
Screenshot the names that Becky called me when I was announcing this live and got it wrong 3 times. like straight out wrong, and had to Becky.
Scheduled this for like January of 23. I'm like, where's he going?
That's right. As you know, I promise you I'm not that well organized. So January 23 is not an option at all. Okay, 3 questions. And I know you guys are busy and you got to go back to, as we talked about, expanding and defending the borders, right?
Yes.
Yes. That wasn't a very resounding yes, Becky.
Yes.
All right.
But we can keep chatting.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're good.
We're good.
Yeah, that's what we're here
Okay.
For you, Bob.
I'm here for the people. So that's how
So let me tell you something. You know where we're sitting right now, right? Did we ever talk about where we're actually at?
no, why don't you tell us where exactly you're at?
So we are at our headquarters in there's a separate building, just one parking lot over from our offices called the Schoolhouse, which is our global schoolhouse training center. And it was opened in '95, and it's actually an old school that RIDGID renovated and turned into a training center. So it's 15,000 square foot, and do you want to go on a tour?
Yes. Please take us on a tour.
Here we go.
Put down your scripted whatever, and let's go for the real thing.
All right, let's get John. All right, we're gonna have. I'm gonna see if John Blakemore is available. He's one of our training guys, and we'll have him give the tour. Because if I give you the tour, it's gonna be a little choppy. Whoa.
Whoa.
All right, so
watch where you're walking.
That was Michael.
Wait, who's behind the camera?
Oh.
Come on.
Wait,
Who's behind the camera? Let's see.
Oh, here, let's show me, Abby. Here.
Oh.
Wait, where's Abby?
Hi, I'm Abby.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Abby. I'm the social media manager for the RIDGID and Greenlee brand accounts. So I'm the one that's usually behind the camera, also responding to the DMs whenever people send things our way. It's me you're getting, so be nice.
You're very good. I'm sure you handle lots of ridiculous comments with grace and style. There's no doubt about that.
Always.
Yeah. So
Always.
real quick, because I think we'll probably end up going downstairs. So there is the room we were just in. That's the pressing
Very
room.
nice.
So, all right, I'm gonna here. All right, we're gonna go downstairs. Oh, show me the handrails. Check out these handrails.
Custom.
Oh, nice. Oh no. Uh-oh. Becky.
Wait, I don't. It's are we choppy? Hold on.
Yeah, I heard you. I did hear you swear though, Becky.
I did not.
You're mistaken.
That was Jeff.
Yeah, that was probably.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we are going to. We're going to give you a quick. We're going to do a quick introduction, real quick, with John. So.
Okay.
All right, so this is John Blakemore.
John,
Hey, Bob.
keep growing that, brother. You're getting there. Keep going.
I'm working on it. Are you ready for the Stampede coming up?
Yes, we are.
Calgary Stampede?
Absolutely. Have you been to the Stampede?
Yeah. The chuck wagon races was my favorite part.
It's a showstopper.
Yeah, man.
People come all over the world to watch the chuck wagon races. There's no doubt about it.
It's in July, correct?
Yes, sir.
I know I'm not doing a promo for the Calgary Stampede.
That's what it's starting to sound like. That's all good. So,
You're making Becky nervous. Calm down. You're making her nervous.
Okay, so John, we'd like to give the people live, and then this will get also posted.
Okay.
Just a quick tour of the schoolhouse. I figured you'd give a better tour than I would.
Yeah.
So Abby's gonna follow you around. Let's turn that.
You gotta flip it.
I feel like a newborn baby. I just get passed from person to person. Uh-oh. Gabby touched it. And now it's spinning. Are you back? I'll say this. They'll be back, no doubt. RIDGID should invest in some Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm on. Let me try. I'll try and invite them myself. Come on, Gabby. I know you're looking at me right now, wondering what's going on. There we go. I'll do a little advertising for the Calgary Stampede. I do live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I've been here my whole life. And the Calgary Stampede is the first week of July. Fantastic show. Come on out. I got plenty of room in the barn. You're welcome to hang out in the barn if you like. It sleeps 30, maybe 35. I can guarantee you, the best part of what's happening right now is I can guarantee you that Becky and Gabby are freaking out right now because they wanted to do their live, and unfortunately went into the basement of their training center, and they need some come on up, man. Do it. I can, now that I'm not chatting with, I can actually look at the comments. Do you have a question before RIDGID jumps back in there? Anybody got a question? What's going on up here? It's a marvelous life up here. I can tell you that. I'm starting to run out of things to say. I'm on, RIDGID. Anyway, should I give you a tour of the barn? I could do that. Let's trade merch. Let's do it. DM me. I'll send you some stuff. I've seen your bad mother Felicia. It's awesome. So, as you can see, I have my here's my notes. I am somewhat organized as I do these things. Got my RIDGID sign back there. Usually I have the, usually it's square on the baker, but today it's on RIDGID. Oh, there's RIDGID. They're back. We'll let the tech monkeys do their thing. Oh my goodness. Come on, you can do it. Where are you? You can do it.
Why do you stand in front? All right, give us a second, Bob.
Take all the time you need, Becky. Just go easy. Go easy.
I know.
All right, we're good.
All right, let's do a formal introduction, John, who you are.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. My name's John Blakemore. I'm the training specialist here at RIDGID. We are in our training center, or the schoolhouse, we like to call it. Old converted schoolhouse that we have dedicated to several different areas of our product lines. And we have just recently gone through some renovation where we have added a couple of Greenlee rooms. So now we can do the full Pro Tools offering and training on it.
You're going to invite Sparkies in there?
Yeah,
The Sparkles?
Just next week, even, we're going to have a full load of them in.
Man. You're going to have to decontaminate after they leave, just so you know.
Well, and I'm also going to have to pretend like I know what I'm talking about with the electrical equipment.
Just remember, just do the amps, ohms, resistance formula, and they'll think you're a god. Just do that.
Don't touch live wires. That's
Yeah, do
another
that.
good
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been doing this. I've been with RIDGID for 18 years. So
Nice.
I started in sales, but I realized I wasn't good enough at lying to people, so I got into the training end of it.
That's Becky's specialty.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Wait, sales?
No, wait, she's in marketing.
Thank
She makes them fancy. She makes them appealing.
That's right. That's right.
Nice recovery.
Now we're in one of our catalog rooms. We have 2 different catalog rooms where we try to have at least a representation of everything that's in the catalog on display. And I don't know if you guys can see, this is kind of the drain cleaning setup.
Very nice.
Drain cleaners, our water jetters, and then you get into the pressing wall and some of the electrical wall over there, which is going to be changing to green as soon as we get all that stuff in. And then over on this side, you have all of your cameras and locators and underground technology stuff. And
Looks like my barn.
yeah, you got
All that stuff's in my barn.
It should be on the job site though, Bob. Might not.
Well, we can't do all the jobs at the same time. We do them one at a time. I'll come up one at a time.
And I'll take you to the other room.
Make sure there's Wi-Fi in there, John.
Yeah, I don't want to mess it up again. This one's
nice.
probably going to look a little more familiar for everybody. This is some of our, I guess, our hardcore products that we've been known for, gosh, it's going to be 100 years next year.
All right.
So, got all of your threading equipment, your threaders, and of course the wrenches. The iconic
The wrenches.
Yeah. All of
Love the wrenches.
And you see we even have the Greenlee. We're starting to represent the Greenlee brand a little bit more in here.
Nice.
And then over on this wall is going to be a lot of your tubing tools. Your tubing cutters, wrenches, lever benders, all that good stuff.
Very nice.
If you want, we can take you downstairs to one of the hands-on demonstration rooms.
Do you know how to use all those tools, John?
A little bit. A little bit.
Okay.
I know about the tools, but do not ask me to install anything because I am not a plumber.
Okay. I won't. I won't. Look at those railings. Very nice. Watch your step, Becky. Or Gabby. Whoever's walking, be careful.
It's both of us.
Oh. I'm not going to say nothing.
No.
He's learning.
So now we're in the basement of the training center, and we actually just got this remodeled here in the past few months. We're still
Nice.
trying to make everything home again and get reset up for everything. And don't mind the mess. We just got done with a class here this morning, so we kind of ransacked through here. I tried to straighten it a little bit, but I think we'll get the picture. But this
And
is
do you, how often do you do your training? You in there daily? You got groups daily?
At least weekly.
Oh, nice.
At least weekly, and ever since COVID, now we're really pushing hard and heavy for the virtual stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Trying to get more content out there.
Yep. Name of the game these days, for sure.
That's right. I'm trying to get Insta famous, right? Or something.
You are Insta famous. People know you.
Yeah. Becky keeps
You are now.
me. Yeah, Becky keeps tapping me to do some of these things. So. And I'm not much in front of the camera, so.
You're doing great, John.
But we can train anywhere from like 5 to 10 people at a time. We'll have groups come in from all around. Gosh, people come in from around the world. Since COVID, it hasn't been too much though. Now it's mostly been the States. We have had some Canadians come down for some training. And that was a little nerve-wracking for them because they had to leave. It was right before Christmas, and they had to get proof of a negative test before they were allowed.
Yes, good.
They were sweating bullets right before Christmas.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a smoke show. I don't even know what to call it. It's been crazy. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
They were just worried they were going to miss Christmas and New Year's with family.
Yeah.
Because
I had a buddy that had to stay 3 extra weeks down in Arizona.
Oh no!
Because he got a positive test, and they're like, "You're out until you can prove the otherwise." So.
Well, Arizona would be a little better than Cleveland, Ohio, I think.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. I might go snaky if I got stuck in Cleveland, Ohio.
No offense, but I'm from here, but I still know I'd rather be stuck in Arizona.
I'm with you on that, especially in December.
That's right. Yeah, no doubt. We've got all the different threading machines set up, so we bring people in. It's not we don't just sit in front of PowerPoints and make people sit there all day and watch PowerPoints. They can do that from home. So we actually get the people on the machine, actually threading pipe, making mistakes, doing it right, learning the right way to do it. Kind of living and learning, right?
Yep. That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. That's fantastic.
So if you want, we can check out another room if you would like.
After I do one more.
Yeah. Drain cleaning training.
Yeah.
My question to Gabby and Becky is what is this?
It's
like?
Abby.
How?
It's Abby. Abby with an
Oh,
A.
Abby.
That's
sorry.
okay though.
Listen, I'm going to make it wrong like 4 more times, just so you know.
What's your question?
Not intentional. I want to know what the hourly rate of what's happening right now for Rigid.
Hourly rate? Like what? Like what John's doing?
How much resources of Rigid do we have on this camera right now? Everywhere we go.
Well, I probably make the most out of everybody.
Let's continue with training. We want to maximize your time with us today, Bob.
Yes, it's expensive. I don't doubt that.
So this is the drain cleaning room. This is where we do all the training on all the drum machines, sectional machines, a little bit of the water jetters. Some of the jetters, we actually have a little rig set up that we take outside, or used to have a rig set up. I need to make another one of those so that we can run those outside. And in here, we still have not yet built our mock piping system because they don't like us to get customers into live drain lines. It's kind of a health thing, I guess.
Those lawyers, eh?
Yeah, hey. I just play with
no comment needed, John. No comment. I don't want to get you in trouble. I get it. I will say this, though.
Yes.
That after Isaiah came back from his training with you guys, we did buy your KJ 3000, 3200, 3500?
100, yeah.
Ah, the one number I missed.
That's the big dog in the back.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah,
that thing is a beast. Yes, we use it twice, 3 or 4 times a month. It's awesome.
Nice. Do you use Root Ranger with it?
Yeah. On our bigger stuff, 6-inch and above, we use it on that. We use that. Everything else, we just use we picked up a couple spinner heads for it, so works good for the smaller things. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. Love it.
I still have to build those mock drains. We do have which I need to update, a kind of a sink test system that we can actually have people run some of the handheld sink machines through here.
Yep.
Put some blockages or obstructions in, let them run through.
You should know that that's all illegal plumbing, just so you know.
Yes, I know.
Everything about that's illegal.
That's how I like it.
That's real world right there, man. It's real world.
I told you I don't hook anything up. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about the tools. I can tell you how to operate it, but man, don't ask me to hook it up.
I'm just busting your chops, man.
No, I like it. I like it. I'm pretty good at that myself.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Now-
curse.
Now, Becky said that she wanted the trademark pop. Can you give us the trademark pop? Do you know what that means?
The trademark pop.
Give me more.
I don't know that.
Oh, the press tool.
Oh, pressing tool?
Oh,
Whoever's whispering it's literally it's full audio on this side of things, just so you know.
Oh, gosh.
oh, there's no whispers.
That I must sound like I'm shouting then.
Yeah, we didn't
No.
bring a press tool.
Abby behind the scenes was her whisper was loud.
There is
just so you know.
no whispering, Bob. We didn't have a press tool. We're gonna go get it. Michael went and got it on the 3rd floor. We're in the basement right now, but we will do anything for you.
So when you get
We're
that,
on our way. He's on his way to go grab it.
get that pop back.
That
Did you want
pop.
to show them that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Look what we
So
found.
Bob, I found the penetrating heads you're looking for.
The penetrating head. Just
Yes.
put it through the phone, man. I can grab it.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Those are the ones.
I will. Yeah, those are the ones that Mark doesn't have.
We will change that.
Just so you know.
We can fix that. That's something we can do.
He has a whole little warehouse, which I should probably not mention, full of wonderful little gizmos and gadgets that I have been privileged to be within. No doubt all the products that you guys sent him, and I was like, whoa, this place is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
All right. Look
not
what we
nearly
have.
as organized as you have there, but he has all those things. All right.
A pop?
Are you gonna wear safety glasses?
Lawyers.
Lawyers.
Lawyers. Lawyers.
I love it.
All right, here we go.
There it is.
Listen closely.
We're listening. Oh, done.
Fast, isn't it?
There it is.
Done like dinner.
Yeah.
That's a nice tool.
2 pops.
I'm telling you. Okay, here's a serious question, like legit serious. How did that close quarter thing come to be? Like, who invented that thing? Because that is like, it's genius. Like,
That's,
I'll give you the press jaws and the tech behind it, but the fact that close quarter thing, which, how long has that been out?
I believe that's been out over about 12, 14 years, somewhere around that time frame. And that's a result of partnership with Viga. So we work very closely with them. We believe that the best connections made are with a rigid press tool and a Viga fitting. Over 500 million connections in North America have been made that way, and we partner with them because we're two high quality brands that pride ourselves on innovation and keeping customers happy. And this ring here is the fruit of that partnership.
It's freaking amazing. I won't lie to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that is a genius.
All right. I think we're going to get wrapped up here, Bob, unless you have more questions.
No, you guys have done a wonderful job. I appreciate you taking up your time.
Fun. This was fun.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you to Becky. Thank you to Mike. Mike's the one with the beard, by the way. And then Jeff is the baby face, 12-year-old running the crew.
That might stick. John, of course.
John is the grizzled vet that keeps the glue that keeps everything together. Nice job, John.
Old and broken. Old
Yeah.
and
He does keep things together here for us, for sure.
Yeah, we can all agree.
Well,
This was fun. This was a good break for us today. So
I appreciate you taking the time. I will. We'll.
get heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Abby.
Spin it out.
And Abby, not Gabby. Abby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
I'll work on that, Abby. I don't promise I'll get it right all the time.
that's okay.
Just
Yeah.
those details we talked about.
Now I'll DM you the winners as soon as they DM me the answers to those trivia questions.
Sure.
We'll figure out the logistics of that. I want a sincere thank you for taking your time, and I will very much look forward to seeing you all in person
In
as
Indianapolis,
soon as.
you'll see us at Wet.
Yep. Yep. No, it'll be good.
Okay.
Take care of yourselves.
When you see Mark next, you gotta show him this video, okay?
I'm gonna. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm texting that meatball, and I won't tell you what I'm going to say to him, but it'll be fantastic.
Okay.
You'll be delighted.
All right. On behalf of RIDGID, thank you, and thanks for everybody tuning in. We really had fun. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bob.
Bye, Bob.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
You too.
Bye bye. That's it.